Hi, friends. I didn't think this planner was going to work for me, but it's turned out to be one of the best things in my lineup. I'm talking about the 2026 Complete Planner from Sterling Inc. Let me show you how I've been using it. Let's dive right in. Welcome back to my channel. I am Natalie of Coquette Natalie, and I love to talk about planners and stationery. And if you like that too, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. I have to tell you and be super honest, I almost abandoned this planner these past few weeks, like 5 or 6 times. I've gone through trying to figure out how to use this within my lineup to now loving it and understanding how it fits into my daily routine. I'm going to flip through it. I'm going to show you what's going on. And maybe this will help you too, because I know it's the beginning of January. After the holidays, it's super difficult to get back into the swing of things, especially after winter break, where it was like 2 weeks of like eating and relaxing and sleeping. And for us in the Bay Area, it was raining for 2 weeks nonstop, it felt like. So you couldn't really do anything outside. So, and then I always was like trying to figure out, I did buy this because I thought, well, it was something new. I wanted to try it out. And I found a few hits and misses, but I will tell you, I turned the table and it was just literally yesterday where I kind of figured everything out and made it work. So let me go through this. I want to say I actually took off the plastic cover on here, and this cover is just really soft. I think I had a little mark on here, but I think it's gone. But I was using the actual clear cover from Sterling Ink. I had this little sticker on from According Alley, which makes me kind of sad because I really liked it. But this is how it kind of looked in here. I may transfer this back to the inside. Right now, I'm just kind of keeping it on there for now in case I want to go back to that. Okay, so what made me actually turn the corner and love this planner? I went through different iterations in my notebook trying to figure out, does this need to stay in my lineup? I was ready to abandon it. I'm still using my Erin Condren 7x9 life planner for my content planner. So this is really just a daily planner and more so for like home life stuff. And I put all my work stuff in my life planner because I'm used to that and it organizes it much better for me than having it mixed in with my home stuff. I don't like it mixed together. I started to go back and I started to think about, like, maybe I need a cover for this. Like maybe this with the plastic cover, it was fine, but it didn't make me feel like wanting to pick it up. And then I was like going back and forth. I don't need a big cover because it's going to make it look really bulky. But after I got this like yesterday afternoon and I immediately put this in, and it fits like a dream. Also, I will say, as much as like ribbon bookmarks are really cute, I don't like them hanging down from my planner. So I've just basically tucked them back in here. So I'm just going to tuck it back in this section here. Okay, so there. And so I have my little things here, and this makes me so excited to plan in here. I know this sounds really crazy, but it really does. And so I found this out through the Sterling Inc. Facebook group. Someone had said that they got this as a Moterm in the HP Mini size. So I thought, wow, I didn't realize a Moterm could fit that, because basically for 2 years I was using this. Is my Sterling Ink. I put it in here from 2024. I didn't use anything. I mean, I had the booklets and some notebooks in 2025, and I wanted to go back to it. So I really like this because it had this pocket in the back. I could put stickers in. So I wanted to go back to this. So I actually got this in this pebble gray, and I was really worried online it was not going to look right because it looked much lighter and cooler. It's a little bit warmer, and this is the taupe color. So I didn't want to get the same color. Plus, it was actually going to take longer to get here, like towards the end of January, and I wanted it right away. So I ordered this Saturday, and it came on Monday, and I love it. Like, I don't think this one doesn't have a zipper. I almost ordered something off Etsy. There was someone else in the Sterling Ink. Facebook group that got a cover that looks like my Hobonichi pouch right here. And she said that I did contact the seller and they were able to make it. She had it done with the specifications for the complete planner because it's a little bit taller. But she said that there's no pen loop for the B6 size because I thought, well, functionally, I need something. I didn't have like a clip. I like what I noticed with my Hobonichi Han is towards the end of the year, like not end of the year, I would say like by summer, I really needed the band to keep it closed. And I needed like, this one has like two snaps. So after using my other Motem cover for so long, and I just liked how I could just take this whole thing to the couch and like write notes and do whatever, and had like, everything I needed in here, and it had my stickers in the back. So I like that a lot. I will say, as a contrast, this holds my Sterling Ink A5 Slim, and this has been doing really well for me. This is like my creative journal, and I already have my groove in here. I don't really do anything in the monthly pages, even though I did decorate for January. I don't know what I would do in here. It's really just I had those leftover stickers anyway from the sub box. But this is where I journal like creative intentions for what I want to do. And this is like, this is this week. So like, and now I put my like fountain pen that I use here. And I just like it. I have like inspirational quote, and I just journal in here. And then this little section is just enough for me to do that. So, and then the back of this is my note. Where is it? Back here. It's just like notes I have for things. So yeah, you can see like me talking about different planners and whatnot, because I was trying to figure out what am I going to do here. And so long story short, I really wanted this to be my planner, like a planner, not a journal, not how I use the Hobonichi Han. I know this is already thicker, and I wanted to push myself to use this for at least for the month of January. I will be honest, like in the beginning, I wasn't sure because this format of this planner is everything is together. So like the daily pages here, and then you get a week, and then you get, the daily pages after that, and then you get a blank page, and then you start the next week. I'm not used to that because everything else in the Hobonichi, even with the Sterling Ink before, they're in different section. There's a monthly section, weekly section, monthly section, weekly section, and then the daily section or the notes in Sterling Ink, they're undated. So I wasn't sure I was going to be used to that, but I did kind of like the idea that, okay, well, everything's in a section, so you're not going to bulk up your planner in different areas. So you can see I've been using stickers. I've been having fun, and I'm just like, I let myself go. Like I just wanted to give an advice. Like I freed myself from the restrictions of like putting constraints on myself, and just, I want to use my stickers, and let me just go for it. So in this pockets here, I decorated, I have a little like the January sticker from Sterling Ink. I just thought I don't have anything here. So this is like some journaling ephemera I have. I think I got these at a Blink Note, and then I just put this together here, but I thought it just looked like the tone felt nice. This little like lace paper, I put it here. I don't have anything here. I have some Coffee Monsters Co. stickers in here, and I thought I could use these, and these are icons that I'll use in the weekly or daily things, but I like that. This is what I like about having a cover, is that I can just stick it in here, and so I know that this stuff is used for this planner. And back here, I have some, like the stickers unstuck on some things. I have some of the Sterling Ink stickers from the January sub box, and I think my February sticker subscription is coming this week. So, oops. So that's coming up this week. So I'm excited about that. So actually, let me move this away. This is in the way here. So I also liked that, I think my fountain pens could clip in here. This fits in here, but it sticks out a little more. So I don't mind clipping it if I need to. That goes really nicely there. And then let's flip through, and I'll show you my thought process. And maybe some of you are going through this right now with either a Sterling Ink or with other planners, but I just really, it took me like 2 weeks, I guess, to find my groove. Like this weekend, I was like, Natalie, you're going to have to finish this planner for January. You're going to figure it out. So I decorated with some stickers, some Sterling Ink. These were in a past sticker that I bought. I didn't subscribe to the stickers subscription last year, but they had this jeweled bird, and it was just so pretty. So I stuck those on there. And these are some stickers I had from previous subs, but yeah, I put the little jeweled bird there. Very minimal. I don't have my name in this one, just because this weekend I was like, oh, I'm gonna just go for it. And like this past year, this is the one from 2024. I think this is from According to Ali. She lettered my name. It was so pretty. Anyway, I might stick my name sticker here, but I don't know if I really need to. It's kind of like a B6 size. Here, I'm gonna use, this is my daughter's like exam schedule for her French bac, and she's doing like a merge. It's called BFI with the IB degree too. So I'm gonna put the dates in here, like her school dates here. And what I did was I also have her school like calendar here. This is her class schedule. So I can refer to it when I need to. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I really don't know what I'm gonna do here, but I'm gonna figure it out. And if I don't use it, I don't use it. I don't really use this yearly tracker, so I don't need that. This one I'm gonna use something where I think I saw this on someone's video or on the Facebook group with Sterling Inc., where I'm gonna put in like key things that are gonna happen in the future so I can have the dates in here. And then if they happen or they don't happen, then I can transfer that into the monthly view later on for that month. And I think that'll work. Before I was doing tracking things, that's not going to work. Like sometimes now, like their exam schedule, sometimes things change and they have a different location. So I can note that in here. And if it changes, it'll be changed. I can cross it off here and I can change it actually on the actual calendar or that week or something for like just different events and for priorities I need to do. Also, I will add that because I'm using this now, I decided to drop the Erin Condren A5 softbound because it was getting redundant between that and my Laurel Denise Scout small Scout planner and this. So I'm keeping it sort of leaner in planners. It's just like, just a few and more so of journaling now. So let's see if this works. If not, I still have that one to go back on, but I wanted to just try this. And so, okay, because it's much more compact. And so, okay, so I didn't do anything over here. These are the quarters in the beginning. I can plan ahead for different things now in those sections and maybe put in like key like family goals I need to do. I didn't plan here in December. I was still in my Hobonichi Han. There's this double page spread here. And then the week of New Year's, I didn't plan in here. I didn't do anything. I mean, it was winter break. I barely did anything in my planners. I do have January set up and I do have like appointments and things. So it's been nice to use this as a reference on the go. Typically, this has been in my Noel Denise. Here, there was a double page spread like for whatever you want to do. So I used my hand cam plan advent stickers and I just kind of put down things I want to do, sort of like a running like list for the month. I thought would go nice here, and just thinking about more of things I want to do for fun for myself. My word of the year is play. I just want to play more, and that's kind of what this planner is, just letting me play, trying something new and different. Okay, I didn't plan this week. I may use this week or the other week too as like testing different kinds of layouts for spreads. Okay, so Happy New Year. I kind of journaled a bit. I didn't want to realize I didn't want to do that in here, but I had nothing planned for first of the year. So here, oh, this is when our dishwasher broke. So I had to, get ready to call the appliance repair and start getting ready for like getting back to real life soon. Yeah, this I didn't do anything here. Maybe I'll go back and do some pen tests or something. I don't know. I didn't want this to be a journal. And I was trying to resist it. I was gonna like, do I keep this as a hone? And you can see how I'm thinking here. I was just wavering between these two worlds. Okay. This was like, I was like, oh my God, a double page spread again. Now I have to make this. Maybe this is my home list for different things, like things that I want to do. And I could just make this my running list page, like for meals and whatnot. And then this was my first foray making weekly spread here. And I used mile liners and messed up on the way the line went because of the chisel with my ruler. I should have tested out first. So I just stuck that on here and I was completely unhappy and ready to abandon this planner. Uh, have you guys been there? I'm sure you guys have, but I didn't. I stuck with it and I just kept going. And I started doing like just kind of a bullet journal style, like all the different things I had to do. I really like this daily time blocker thing here. And I even was like, okay, I it's redundant with the weekly schedule and this thing here. So I'm just going through here. I was testing, I got this new Jinhao, I don't know how to say it. It's like a vanishing point dupe because I wasn't sure if I would like a vanishing point because this is right here when you write. So I wanted to try it and I actually like it. So I think I have this Diamine Earl Grey ink in here. So I'm actually was switched from this one. This is an extra fine Esterbrook Esty. And that's sort of like why I wanted to do a sterling ink this year. I really wanted to use my fountain pens more, and this helps me enjoy it more. I will say, I know I've had some friends had issues with I'm trying to find it with with the ink going through, and it has, you can see it here. In some pages it does. This is with the Esterbrook. Sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if it's certain sheets in here. I did a test for my friend back here over the break. I wrote really small and it was fine. I was like, oh, there's none of that. And I wrote normally too. I wasn't writing particularly hard. So there is like here, I think this was here. I did this line and then you can see this here. So I think there is some issue with the paper. Maybe not as bad as Hobonichi was last year, but that's what's happening there. And the stickers I'm using are various ones that I've had. I'm using Sterling ink, Coffee Monsters Co. here, obviously. These are, I think they're planning with Kay. I think I got her PET tape last year, and so I'm just using up the winter ones. I mean, they're big rolls, so I'm just want to. I'll probably be using these for years. So I just put them throughout, and the PET tape works really well in here. It's actually really easy to lift up if you want to move it. If you use pointed tweezers, it doesn't rip the paper as much as I find with sticker paper, and it's thin. So I just thought I'm just going to keep going for it. Okay, so here's the game changer. This is this week. I thought, okay, I like that for this week it was just one page. 2 pages are a lot. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to like put down my top 3 things that I need to do this week. And first is getting our dishwasher repaired in Napa. 2 is just like I want to film more content and get like things like done in advance. And 3, I want to finish my planner setups, which I did a lot over this weekend, just like on the couch, having all my stuff there. So a lot of that stuff is set up, and that made me figure out more things to do. I really like this kind of like one-page overview, and I do add in some things of like my work for this channel and for whatever, just so I have an overview. But everything I do for my channel and whatnot goes in my Erin Condren. And then I also have my Laurel Denise Rose where I'm able to schedule everything and figure things out that way. So this is just helps me manage more home stuff. So here is this week's schedule, and I like it. It's very clean. I use Sterling Inks January stickers. I put the weather up here. I just don't like the smearing with fountain pen. It really annoys me. I'm gonna try and like, I have a problem with like, I go from one place to another instead of just going. I can't go from one column to another. I don't know why. So I end up writing here, and I think I whited out this part because it's smeared. I'd write something here and then I smeared it there. So I need to like follow the columns. I don't know how that smeared, but it did. But you know what? Life moves on. It's okay. So I'm just getting the hang of it here. I'm getting good inspiration from that Facebook group on like how people use it. I just don't want to use too many stickers in here, like kits. And that's what almost made me like, I was so mad at myself. I'm like, why didn't I get the A5? Because if I got the A5, I could use all my Coffee Monsters Co stickers and they would fit in the columns here. I almost like bought a Hobonichi cousin, and I almost bought the Sterling Ink A5 in like the cousin Avec. I almost bought the Avec because I thought it would be less heavy. And then I realized, oh, Sterling Ink has like the A5 in 2 booklets, not booklets, but the 2 pieces. So that would be better. And then I was like, no, you're going to stop and you're going to like figure out how this can work. And you don't need to put stickers everywhere. Writing in fountain pen is fun for you. Let's just go and use this as a schedule and figure it out. So I think this opened my eyes this past weekend. And then I decided I put these little Midori clips here. So this I know is my week, and this is the day I'm in. And then this is the month. So I know like I can go back to my monthly here. But I'm getting used to this whole mental, it takes a while, honestly. And now I don't know if, I mean, it's not even been a month. So it's been interesting getting used to the schedule to go back to just flip the page back instead of going back to a whole different section, which is actually nice. So yesterday I tried it with this line down here with a pentel clenna. To separate out, I don't like it. I like it more open. I got this Esterbrook blotting paper at the Essa Pen Show as like a gift with the purchase of the niblet I did. And then I have been just using either of these two things. This came with the complete planner. So I just kind of like write and I'll close it here. But usually this book is open now. And actually, I will say another thing that's a pro of having a cover is that now that there's a cover, it's easier to write on the side because before this would lay on the table and it was harder for some reason. But now it feels more stable, if that makes sense. It doesn't take up that much space. I was worried because my desk is smaller here that it would be. I just didn't want a big thing flopped out of my desk. I almost like went back to an Erin Condren Daily Duo, which I've never done in a spiral because I love with the coil you can just fold it on itself and leave it on the side. That's what I do with my 7x9 life planner. So I was like, am I going to do a book bound? Am I crazy? So I don't know, but now it's working and now I have a flow and now I know my top things I need to do. And maybe this is why I was like a B6 was just perfect because if it was A5, it would be way too big and it would look way more empty. So I have little stickers these are from Miso Paper. She's in the UK and I won't be able, I mean, I'm not ordering from the UK. I have a plenty of this stuff. I got a whole roll. I think this was her special PET tape. So I have a whole coffee theme this week. I mixed it up. I add some more sterling ink because I still wanted to finish some of the sticker sheets on that. But then I tried and said, oh, I'm just going to decorate for the rest of the week. And I had these. They're like an awashi roll from Hand Cam Plans Advent. I'm not sure I don't think she's selling these on her own, but they were just like date stickers. I thought it was nice and bold. So I have that there and to Sunday. And then I did the whole next week. And this is Crea with Gabby. Again, the PET tape I bought like last year, earlier in the year for winter. Plenty of it left. So I'm just using it. This will be my this week for next week. I didn't decorate the weekly spread yet because I don't know what's going to actually happen or what kind of layout I want to do. I'm kind of brainstorming some ideas. If I want to like either block off like certain things like morning and afternoon and like or highlight certain things. Anyway, I want to play around with that. I want to have fun with that. So I left that open. And then I just put the rest of the week here. And these are from the Crea with Gabby PET tape. So I was like, well, I'll just use hers. And then I create a different like theme for the week. And so just pre-planning this now for the next, I have like this week and next week makes me happy. So I'll worry about this one later. That'll be the last week of January as we go into February. So I think I have a good plan here. And I think this makes me more focused. Maybe some days are really busy. Usually Mondays are much more busy getting back into the swing of things for home. And I can find, this is like my time to film today. So I know that this is blocked off for me to film things, film this video, and then maybe film a couple shorts too. So I know you have some pen remnants here from fountain pens, but you know what? I need to breathe and it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I kind of find that pre-decorating can help and that'll help encourage me to use it. Otherwise, I think going with a blank page, it's very daunting, right? And then you have to like decorate it that morning. It's too much. So now having it pre-decorated is good and it's not too bad. It's not too bad here. So I'm going to keep going with this and I'm going to see how it goes. And we'll see how it goes. Usually I feel like July is when like things could like act up in a book. Like I felt like that was the July and August in my Hobonichi got a little thicker because I also went on vacation and added in like business cards and things like that. That's why I didn't want a journal in here. So maybe if I don't have like, I'm not going to use like paper stickers very much, like sporadically. I'll use it and washi tape sporadically. And I think and just keep using these like PET tape, sterling ink because I use clear stickers. Clear stickers work really well in here. And we'll just see how it goes. And I think I just want to have fun with it. But I just love how elegant it looks. This is like just an elegant planner. I like this cover. Maybe I should have gone with the gray, but because you don't have to worry about getting it dirty. I am a little worried here. So I don't even know if I should But then, if I cut up the other cover just to hook it over here, and so it won't get dirty on here, but then it doesn't look as pretty and it feels really soft. So I did want to add, what I like is it kind of matches what I'm doing with my Hobonichi weeks. Like this gray and this gray, they go together. You guys know how like I want to match this year. So this matches well. So this is on my desk, and also my Hobonichi 5 year is nearby. So, and I also like this. So when I open this, I can feel this cover too, and I don't have that plastic cover on cover thing going on. So yeah, and so I'll do a plan with me and a flip through of this one. This is working really well as my health slash like fun planner. And this is everything else for home. And I think this will be much better for me. And I can put things in here. I think it makes me happy to have like a notebook or a booklet or something I can clip together and just take with me somewhere. And it's like this. And I have my pen here. What I did discover is I am using, so I'm really not good with mild liners, or I'm not good making straight lines, even with the ruler and whatnot. But I did find using these like Tombos. I picked these 3 colors, just really muted. That's working well, just especially for my weekly spread, either to do lines here. I'll try if I can go across. I'm just afraid I'm not going to do a straight line, which is why I've been just doing blocking this way. So I've been using these 3 Tombos, and then I'm using this Kuretake Zig Clean Dot Marker. I think I like doing this with the dots of things to do, rather than the bullet journal style where you make an X and then when you finish it, you do the other X, like this one. I still need to get my hand cam plan stickers. Anyway, I'll have to put that here. So yeah, I do like using this too. What else am I doing? Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update really quick on how I'm loving this. Oh, and I really find, I know it sounds crazy, but I love putting the weather on the top. My family calls me like the weather person when they want to know what's going on with the weather. But I didn't do this for like a long time since my Hobonichi cousin. And I don't know what it is. It's very comforting to know that I know what the weather is like. And so I just use the Coffee Monsters Co. stickers. I have these, and this is like my little weather section. I also have these more colorful ones. I got foggy because in San Francisco it's always foggy. So ironically, it's been really sunny this week. So it's been great. So yeah, so that's what I just want to do. I'll add more personality as I go. So look forward to more flip throughs and more conversations. But if you have the complete planner, I want to know how you use it. I mean, how are you using it as a planner, and are you using the daily page times, and how much someone was saying they go much more in detail and block off and have their to-dos in here, which is a great idea too. And so they just have an overview more here, which is I think what I'm trying to do, so that I can see my whole week there. But this is more detail for the day. And maybe I'll put like what I eat for lunch. So I have like my meal, like what I eat too. I don't know. These are just ideas, but I just wanted to like share with you some thoughts here, because maybe you're enjoying your planners and maybe you have more tips for me. I'll take it. Or maybe you are struggling on like how to use something. So I thought I would give you some help too. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can join me and we can start figuring out this Sterling Ink Complete Planner together and just have fun with our planners and stationery. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.